long last.
They made a smashing job of it.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I thought you'd think so.
It'll be a lovely outside home for him when he wants to be in the garden.
You don't want Andy, David.
Now, how much do we agree again?
Well, if you remember, normally I charge 30 quid, but for you, 25.
15, good. Now then, I've got another little problem.
Certainly not chucking your money about. What sort of a problem is it, Mrs. Ben?
I did enjoy that, Sarge.
Enjoyed it. I wouldn't go that far off. Still, I suppose it's important that we councillors show our faces at these events.
Oh, yeah, Sarge.
Ah, Vicar, we were just saying how much we've enjoyed the concert.
Good. I'm very glad. Mary says we've raised £80 towards the roof so far.
£82, 7 and sixpence to be exact, Reverend Gibbs.
Oh, that's excellent news, Vicar.
Dad, hadn't we better get going?
Yes. Look, do you think you could shut up shop, Mary?
Of course.
Ruth isn't well. That's why she had to leave early. She has a migraine, you see.
You get off, Reverend Gibbs. Alf and I can shut up shop, can't we?
Oh, of course.
Oh. Well done, Alf.
The Ashbitley dog show's the day after tomorrow, and Harvey would have been a certain winner, but I have to go and see my brother, who's been taken ill.
I'm sorry to hear that. So you'll have to miss it then, will you?
Yes, and the £30 prize, too.
30 quid? A bit unfortunate.
Yes, it's worse than that. Harvey won his last 2 shows with flying colours. A 3rd victory, and he'd become a champion. In there, please.
So if you won it, well, you'd be able to make a few bob out of him as a stud, would you?
As a what? A
stud, David. As far as you're concerned, it's something they put in a collar. Listen, can't you get somebody to enter in for you?
Yes, but who? It'd have to be somebody entirely responsible, with a genuine empathy with dogs, and Harvey in particular.
Yeah, well, I think I know somebody who can answer that criteria, who's standing not a million miles away from you.
It's very good of you, Alf.
Oh, that's all right. Mrs. Ventress told me you'd expect it.
I'm sorry she couldn't get to the concert herself.
Oh, so she's devoted to this church, you know. Only she doesn't get many opportunities to visit her sister these days.
Quite. Now, if you'll just put those in the vestry, then we'll go. Alf?
What's that?
The candlesticks. They're gone.
What are you doing here?
Just getting a glass of water, Mrs. Gibbs.
Well, you've no business coming in the house.
Reverend Gibbs said it was all right.
Well, I certainly haven't.
I'm sorry.
Go on, just get out.
The crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder.
Simon?
As the ceiling flew away.
Ruth, what's wrong?
Simon was in the kitchen.
I told them they could come in.
I'm not sure you should have, Thomas.
Why not?
You know why not. Are you sure you can trust them?
Just because they're a bit different doesn't make them criminals or anything.
No, but you've heard the rumours as well as I have.
I refuse to be influenced by gossip and prejudice. We, above all, have a duty to treat them decently.
Exactly. Well, I think I've done my charitable duty for today.
Just a pity you couldn't wait till the end of the concert.
Yes, Mum, it was embarrassing for Dad. I told you I had a really bad headache. I'm sorry.
Not to worry. There'll be other times.
Oh, the joys of being a clergyman's wife.
Reverend Gibbs?
That's right.
PC Mike Bradley, Aidensfield Police.
His coat must be shampooed and brushed the night before and then again on the morning of the show. And his ears, of course, must be absolutely spotless, but you can use cotton buds for that. And his teeth, well, his teeth must be absolutely gleaming. Here. Are you sure you want to take this responsibility on?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Benton. People always think we're responsible.
Oh, well, good. As you know, I'm a woman of some means, so when Harvey achieves championship status, he'll be worth his weight in gold. So when he wins, I'll keep the trophy and you can have the prize money. What do you think about that?
Like music to my ears. Many thank yous in advance.
Have you any idea when the candlesticks could have been taken?
I think they were there last night, but I wouldn't swear to it. It's really despicable behaviour.
Well, I presume they were valuable.
Yes, but it's not the monetary value. It's the fact they've been in that church for years. Someone just walks in and takes them.
So you don't actually ever lock the church?
Of course not. A church should be there as a place of refuge and prayer for everyone at any time. For anyone to abuse that trust is quite appalling.
Yes, it is. Well, we'll get on with our inquiries and get back to you as soon as possible.
Hope you're making a good job of that. Hey, right. It's a nice bit of steak. Where'd you get that?
Oh, from the butcher's. That is the best sirloin, that is. Cost £5 bob.
£5 bob? Bit extravagant, isn't it? You better stick it under the grill and starve him.
Well, no, it's not for us. It's for Harvey.
Harvey who?
Harvey the dog. Mrs. Benton's strict instructions. You're the best steak only for him.
And pigs might. He can share Alfred's tripe.
Can't give Harvey tripe.
Why not? Alfred's done very well on it, and let's face it, Harvey's not going to tell his mummy, is he?
She trusted us.
And rightly so. Give it a battering and stick it under the grill. If I enjoy it, I'll let you take Harvey for walkies. Go on, I'll finish him. Come here, son, come here. Good.
Hi.
Hiya. What are you doing here?
Bit of a loose end. Thought I'd pop by.
Oh, good. Because Oscar's out and I'm in need of some male assistance.
Well, look no further. What's your problem? Need help behind the bar?
Oh, no. Something much more challenging than that. Something that'll take expert skill.
I'm your man.
Well, follow me then. There.
Simon, can I talk to you?
Of course.
You don't mind me coming here?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're pretty well finished anyhow.
Look, I'm really sorry about how Mum was with you.
It's not your fault. We're used to it.
I just don't know how long I can stand it. Still, it won't be for much longer, will it?
No.
Simon, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Tell me, there is something.
I suppose I'm worried about Dad. About how he'd manage without me.
So what you're saying, you don't want us to go away together?
No, I'm not saying that. It isn't that simple. I'm worried about Dad and leaving him.
If you don't want to leave him, just say.
I do. It's just, there's a lot to sort out. You know I want to be with you.
Yeah.
I love you, Karen.
How's it going?
Fine. Absolutely fine. It's proving to be more complicated than I thought. I'm going to have to dismantle the U-bend.
Well, do you know how to do it?
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. Just need some special tools. And I'll have to come back tomorrow.
It's really good of you, Phil.
Pleasure's all mine.
What's that smell?
Me, I think.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could help me.
If I can.
Silver candlesticks, matching this description. Have you had anyone come in and pawn them today?
No.
Well, if they do, keep in mind that they were stolen from Eltring Church sometime yesterday.
Stolen from a church?
Yeah.
That's a shabby trick, isn't it?
But it is, to put it mildly.
Well, I'm sorry I can't help you, but if anyone comes in with anything like this, I'll get in touch.
Great. Well, thanks very much for your help.
What are you doing?
Well, I thought I'd pop into York and do some shopping.
Oh.
Something wrong?
No, it's the bring and buy over at St Barnabas. I told them you go over and help set it up this afternoon.
Oh, well. If I'm back in time, I'll nip over.
But they're expecting you.
Thomas, I said I'd try.
But I need your support. We are supposed to be a partnership. You know, I've got my work cut out as it is. Writing sermons, running 2 churches, ministering to the needs of countless parishioners.
I know you have, Thomas. But nobody forced you to be a vicar, did they?
And nobody forced you to marry me, did they?
But I married you because I loved you. It's just I need to get away sometimes. You do understand, don't you?
I know it's not easy. And you know I want you to be happy.
So you really don't mind if I go to York?
Can't you get someone else to fix them for her?
No. Well, I mean, yes, you could.
But you want to do them?
Yeah.
Phil, you don't know the first thing about plumbing. Oh, come on, you can't be joking.
Mike, follow me.
Phil.
Come here. How'd your inquiries go?
Nothing so far, Sarge. I've checked with some of the local dealers, but none of them have been offered any candlesticks.
Well, that's not to say it won't happen.
Oh, quite, Sarge.
And it may be only a pair of candlesticks, but I want this culprit apprehended. Otherwise, the whole criminal fraternity will be under the impression that any church in the area is fair game for this kind of thing.
Sarge.
Ventress?
Sarge.
What are you doing? Flowers in a police station? What on earth's going on?
They're for Eltring Church. Mrs. Ventress was voted to do them this evening, but as she's away, obviously she can't.
I see. So you're going to arrange them, are you?
I was going to stick them in a couple of vases.
Oh, don't underestimate yourself, Alf.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do a lovely job. I mean, we all know you've got a flair for things like that.
All right. But somebody's got to do it.
Oh, quite. The show must go on. I applaud your sense of duty and public spirit, Ventress.
You'll be all right on your own for a minute, Gina.
Yeah, sure.
I think I'd best take a look at that kitchen sink.
Oh, it's okay. Phil's dealing with it.
What, Bellamy?
Yes, why?
Oh, nothing. I didn't realise he was a plumbing expert.
Well, you don't often see those two in here.
It's understandable, really. They're hardly the most popular people, are they?
Well, you can't blame the village for that, Jackie.
It's still unfair, Oscar.
Well, I think the owners of Enderby Hall might have something to say about that.
Simon didn't break into Enderby Hall.
That's what he says.
They just happened to live nearby, that's all. There was no real evidence against him.
And you, being a solicitor, you would know about that.
Simon was innocent, Oscar.
He was found innocent. Not the same thing.
Hi. So the sanitary engineers arrived then?
I'm raring to go.
Walk in the dark.
Good boy.
Go on by yourself. Don't know how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to walk.
Good boy. Good boy.
Come on, son.
Bobby! Bobby!
Harvey! It jumped so high, it touched the sky. Never came back to the 4th of July. Walk in the dark. Just a walk in the
Harvey!
Not that one, you twerp, the big one.
Sure.
That's it. It's seized up.
Well, you can fix it, though, can't you?
I certainly hope so, Bellamy. Because you obviously don't have a clue, do you?
Of course I have. I'm showing Mike what to do.
A likely story. Wouldn't you say so, Bradley?
Mary?
He's recovered consciousness. We're keeping him under observation, but you can have a few minutes with him.
Thank you, Doctor. Alf, how are you feeling?
I'm a bit groggy.
I bet you didn't realise flower arranging was such a dangerous business.
Did you get a chance to see who attacked you?
No, I just heard this noise in the vestry. I walked in and wallop. I wish I'd had a chance to apprehend them.
Well, don't worry about it, Alf. You just concentrate on getting better.
Does Mrs. Ventress know?
No. She's visiting her sister in Formby.
Well, we'll give her a call if you like.
No, you don't have to do that. I've told them that I don't want them to worry her until they've got my condition stabilised.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, Alf.
Well, I always try to be where Mrs. Ventress is concerned.
Mr. Greengrass! Mr. Greengrass, David, where's Harvey? Well, what? He's got to be washed and groomed and everything. It's his big day tomorrow. Where is he?
Well, the thing is, he was...
The thing is, where is he?
Well, I was... And he
Will you spit it out? Where is he?
I've lost him.
You've done what?
How's Alf?
Minor concussion, but the doctor says he should be out in a few days. So, what's been taken?
I've made a list.
Brassware, paintings, chairs. They haven't left much out, have they?
They've got into the safe as well.
So, what's been taken?
Our silverware.
Strange. It doesn't look like it's been forced.
No, they must have used a key.
Tell me, who normally looks after it?
Reverend Gibbs.
You can't keep away at the moment, can you?
I'm not staying. I just wanted to check the plumbing's okay now.
Yeah, it's working fine. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. You just let me know if there's anything else you need fixing.
Well, I will.
What's wrong? I've had a bath. I've had 2 baths, in fact.
I'm only joking. But here, just to be sure, my way of saying thank you.
We think PC Ventress must have disturbed the thief or thieves as they were raiding the safe. They then attacked him, emptied the safe and scarpered.
I can't believe it. So soon after the other theft.
Dreadful.
You keep the key to the safe.
That's right, locked in my bureau in the sitting room.
Would you mind checking it's still there?
Of course not. It's been forced. And the key's gone.
Has anyone had access to the house recently?
Simon?
Simon?
Simon Cutler, handyman, lives over at Cooper's Wood.
Ah, yes, I know.
He and his father have been doing some work for us.
Found him in the kitchen yesterday.
Only because we said they could come in and make a drink.
All the same, it gave him the opportunity to take the key.
Perhaps, but I don't think it would have been him.
How can you be so sure?
Look, I know what other people around here think of them, but unlike most of them, I've taken the trouble to get to know them, and I trust them.
So, you're sure this is the spot?
Oh, yeah, you ran it through that gate and ran off that way.
Yeah, right. Give me his watch here. Here. Come on, Alfred. Give me a good sniff of that, right? Show us where Harvey is. That's a good dog.
Find Harvey! Find Harvey!
Not us, Harvey! Oh. He's about as gormless as you. He hasn't got a clue.
Find Harvey!
What did you let him off the lead for? No, we've lost him as well. Get him.
I'm gonna lose my mind. No, I can't turn you loose till my days are
Alfred!
I love you, baby. Yes, I do. Oh, baby. Hip shaking, mama. I told you.
So, the break-in at Enderby Hall. Simon had been working there a few weeks before. The owners were convinced he'd done it. But he didn't. No, not according to Jackie. She should know. She defended him. Look, the old man was a bit strange, but Simon seemed okay. I suppose it'd be all right if people got off their backs. Very nice. What is? The new aftershave. Gina gave it me. Oh, yeah, what about me? Oh, I see. I do all the work and you get all the credit. Is that it? Well, I'll make it up to you. You better. Mr. Cutler, is Simon around? We'd like a word with him, please. Simon?
What?
Well, look, sorry to interrupt. We'd just like to ask you a couple of questions.
What questions?
Have you been inside the vicarage in the last few days?
What if I have?
There was an incident at Eltring Church last night. The safe was broken into. Somebody must have stolen the key from the vicarage.
And you think it was me?
No, I didn't say that. But you have been working at the vicarage.
Oh, so it has to be me. Well, I'm sick of it. Sick of being blamed when something like this happens. No one can ever think of anyone else to lay it on but me.
Simon, all we're trying to do is find out the truth. And if you're innocent, we can eliminate you from our inquiries. Okay?
The vicar said I could go into the house.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Simon.
I thought you trusted us. Well, satisfied.
This is yours, Simon. It's under your bed.
It's mine.
Dad? It's mine. What of it?
I think we should continue this down at the station.
Gina?
It's working a treat now.
Good. Do you mind telling me what's going on?
What do you mean?
Between you and Bellamy?
What are you talking about? Nothing's going on.
Well, there seems to be no limit to his desire to please you.
He's just being nice, that's all. And he likes helping out around the place. Look, he's fixed the sink. And now he's offered to look at the upstairs toilet system.
Oh, has he?
Look, we're not trying to make you feel redundant, Oscar.
I don't feel redundant in the least. You see, it wasn't Bellamy that fixed that sink in the first place.
You what?
He got Mike Bradley to do it. Bellamy wouldn't know a U-bend from a bullcock.
I worked for it.
What, over £100?
Yes.
Simply by doing odd jobs for your father?
We work hard.
When you can find work, which can't be that often.
It isn't.
Sergeant, my client has explained to you how he came by the money. The fact that he works hard and lives frugally and has managed to save some money hardly constitutes evidence against him.
We're just trying to get at the truth, Mrs. Bradley.
My client's already told you the truth, Sergeant.
You're wasting your time. They've already decided I did it.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
Without evidence, there's no way they can charge you with this, Simon.
I don't believe you. You and he are married, aren't you?
That doesn't make any difference. I'm here to protect your interests.
Well, you're not getting very far.
It would help if you told us where you were at the time of the theft, Simon. Your father's already confirmed you weren't at the cottage.
I've told you I just went for a walk.
Where, Simon?
I don't remember. Why are you being so evasive?
I'm not being evasive, but you lot have got it in for me, whatever I say.
Joe, what is it?
Reverend,
come in. Take a seat. Tell us what's happened.
It's Simon.
What about Simon?
The police. They took him. They think he stole from church.
Well, it's hardly surprising, is it?
Mom, what's happened to Simon?
They think he broke into this house and took the key.
They found money. Help him, please. They won't listen to us, but they'll believe you.
Well, I'm not really sure if I can intervene.
Why not?
Well, if the police have the suspicions, they have to follow them up.
What, so you just let them go ahead and blame him whether he did it or not?
That won't happen. I'm sorry to say this, Joe, but Simon has been working here. He did have the opportunity. Perhaps we'll have to face the possibility that he may be responsible.
No.
How much longer is this going to go on, Sergeant?
For as long as it takes, Mrs. Bradley.
Well, so far you haven't produced a shred of evidence.
We've established that Simon has a large amount of cash, that they had the opportunity to break into the vicarage, and that he's unable or unwilling to give us a convincing account of where he was at the time of the robbery at Eltring Church.
That doesn't make him guilty.
But it makes him a suspect I cannot possibly ignore. This is not just some trivial theft. One of my officers has been assaulted.
I'm aware of that, Sergeant.
Come in.
Sorry to interrupt, Sarge.
He was with me when the church was broken into. Weren't you, Simon? We're in love. We have to keep it a secret because of my parents. If they find out, they'll stop us from seeing each other.
Is this why you wouldn't say where you were?
Yes.
The money's for us. We've been saving so we can get away from here and make a life together.
Well, I think Alfred must definitely be on the scent, Mr. Greengrass.
What good is that to us when we don't know where he is now? You've got some explaining to do to Mrs. Benton, you have.
Hold on, Mr. Greengrass. Mr. Greengrass! Look!
Someone took that key from the Reverend Gibbs's desk. Since there was no sign of a break-in at the house, what are the alternatives?
Well, it seems hardly feasible that Ruth Gibbs or Karen could have knocked out Alf Ventress.
Which only leaves the Reverend Gibbs, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. What do we know about him?
Only that he hasn't been vicar there for very long.
Right. See what you can find out about him. And you better do the rounds of the second-hand dealers again. Find out if anyone's been offered the stolen goods or heard about them.
Certain.
Oh, Bellamy, any news of Alf?
Yeah, I found the hospital this morning. Apparently he's improving. Mrs. Ventress is back. Apparently she's been nursing him by his bedside.
Should be just the tonic he needed, eh? The love of a good woman.
Well done, Alfred. Good boy. I knew he'd find him.
He might have found him, but we've still got to get him from over there to over here, haven't we?
Yeah, well, I thought I might, you know, tempt him across with one of them.
Don't talk, Daft. I don't want him in that water. He'll get filthy.
Well, what are we going to do?
He'll have to wade over and get him.
Then I'll get wet.
You got us into this. Get us out of it. Go on. I'll take the bucket. Go on.
It's freezing!
Think of the hot water you'll be in if you don't go and get him. Come on!
Harvey! Here, Harvey! Sorry, Mr. Greengrass.
You will be.
Afternoon.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I was wondering about this chair.
Ah, yes. Lovely piece. Bought it yesterday.
Can you tell me where it came from?
Chap over in Ashfordley by the name of Oakes. Why are you asking?
Look, this has gone far enough.
Really? You think so?
I want nothing more to do with you.
I think you're a bit hasty saying that, given your esteemed position in this community.
Please, just leave us alone now.
Look, you got yourself into this situation. You've only got yourself to blame if you think it's got out of hand.
Oh, no.
Where are you going?
Are you positive it was the Reverend Gibbs, Bellamy?
Yes, Sarge. And you think he saw you? I'm pretty sure. Well, it looks like Oakes and Reverend Gibbs have colluded in the theft in some way.
Right. I suggest you go up and see the Reverend Gibbs immediately.
Sarge.
Simon Cutler, of all people.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I do. How long has this been going on?
It's none of your business.
Of course it is.
You are scarcely 16 years old. You've got exams coming up, and you get yourself involved with a odd job man and thief.
He's not a thief.
Yes, he is. Why can't you accept that he stole that stuff from the church?
He didn't. He was with me. Oh. I just don't understand why you were so unwilling to stand up for him. I thought you liked him and Joe.
I did. I do, but...
What's changed? Why didn't you do anything? Oh, don't bother trying to explain. You're just like everyone else.
Excuse me, I'm looking for PC Ventress.
He's through there.
Oh, thanks. Hello, Alf.
Hello, Sarge.
I brought you some grapes.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
So, how are you feeling then?
Well, I'm not out of the woods yet by any means.
Well, you look pretty good to me.
Well, brave face and all that. I don't want to upset Mrs. Ventress any more than she needs me.
Ah, she's been in to see you, has she?
Several times. She's even tried to persuade the doctors that she could nurse me at home, but I've told them that I'd be better off in here for a while.
So, what's still wrong with you, then?
Well, I'm still a bit groggy from that bang on the head. So I've told them that whilst I'm here, I think I should have a thorough checkup. I've still got one or two twinges, which I think they should look into.
I'm sure you have, Alf.
Mr. Greengrass, well, I've had an idea. Why don't we enter Alfred in the dog competition?
It would surprise me slightly if they had a class for lurchers.
Oh, no, I mean, as a poodle. I reckon with a bit of work, I could make Alfred look like Harvey.
What are you going to do for an encore? The loaves and the fishes?
Hey, where are you going?
Over to Mrs. Benton's. See if Harvey's gone back there. In the meantime, why don't you get busy with your magic wand and your curling tongs? See if you can save us from this disaster.
Alfred!
Alfred, come here. Rest yourself, I'll go.
Mrs. Gibbs, can we have another word with your husband, please?
Come in. Thomas, the police are here to see you.
Oh,
Excuse me.
how can I help you?
They seek him here, they seek him there. His clothes are loud, but never square. It will make or break him, so he's got to buy the best, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. And when he does his little rounds,
Harvey! Harvey! Come on, son. Harvey!
It was obviously someone else. Someone who looks like me.
I saw you coming out of that shop very clearly, Reverend Gibbs.
All right. Yes, it was me. It was stupid. And yes, I feel very ashamed. But we've been very hard up since we came here. I felt I had to do something. I took the Candlesticks to Oaks, but he found out who I was and demanded I help him. He threatened me and said he'd tell the police. In the end, I said yes.
So you gave him the keys to the safe?
Yes.
And it was Oaks who attacked PC Ventress?
Yes. I never thought anything like that would happen. I thought he'd leave us alone. But then he asked me to get the key to St. Barnabas' safe. I said no.
What?
It's gone.
Never stop rocking till the moon went down. You know it sounds so sweet. I gotta take me a chance. Rose out of my seat. You know I had to dance.
Excuse me.
Oh, clap my hands.
This is Harvey.
I'm sorry?
This is Benton's dog. I'm entering him for the pedigree poodle competition.
In the what?
Poodle competition?
You have as much chance of winning the poodle class with that as I have of becoming the next pope. You might try entering for that competition if you like.
All right. Thank you.
Don't let the sun catch you crying.
Simon, what are you doing out here?
Thinking. Look, it's not going to work, Karen. It's not that I don't love you. It's just... I'm never going to be accepted.
Somewhere else you could be.
I don't think so. You deserve someone better, Karen.
I want you. Don't you understand that?
Of course I do. But you'd be making a mistake.
You have to let me decide that. You can't do it for me.
I'm sorry.
Wild thing, think I love you. But I wanna know for sure. So come on, hold me tight.
You stupid French animal. Here, come on, you do this again, and I'll have you deported. Come on.
And the winner of the best mutt competition is Harvey, owned by Mrs. Edith Benton.
Wild thing, think you love me. But I wanna know for sure. So come on, hold me tight. The owner of a blue Ford Zodiac 313 SMP.
Leave it! Where it's been. Excuse me. I'd like to enter this dog in the standard poodle class.
You must be joking.
Why, do I look amused? Just get his name down.
I'm afraid it's out of the question that a bedraggled, stinking specimen like that should be allowed to enter a prestigious competition like we have here.
Don't let the muck fool you. He's so well bred, I'll tell you something. If he could speak, he wouldn't talk to either of us. Excuse me, young man. Excuse Mr. me. Greengrass! Mr. Greengrass! We won! We what? Oh, me and Alfred. Me and Harvey. We won!
Won what? Best mutt.
Best what? Yeah. Look, shh, look at that. They said we're going to have Harvey's name engraved on it, and then Mrs. Ventress, well, she'll never know that's not the best poodle. And, well, prize money. David, you are sometimes worth your weight in gold. What a shame it's not often. Come on.
Utility dogs to the main breeder.
Phil, I'll take the vestry. You find somewhere to hide in here, all right? Stop! So, Ruth stole the candlesticks?
Yes.
But it didn't stop there, did it, Reverend?
No. I realised she must have taken the key to the safe and given it to Oakes. So I made it look like someone forced the bureau.
And that's where Simon comes in?
Yes. And I'm not proud of that.
And what about Oakes?
I tried to make him stop, to leave us alone.
But your wife contacted him and gave him the key to St. Barnabas.
You must understand that it's been very hard for her. Being a vicar's wife isn't exactly glamorous. And she's made so many sacrifices for me. I suppose she saw a way of changing things.
I suppose she did.
Maybe I should have known that I'm not enough for her. Perhaps I never was.
Simon?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't leave you. I'm sorry.
Simon. Mum and Dad, they're in trouble.
I know. I heard. It'll be all right. You'll see.
Alf, how are you feeling?
Well, I've been given a clean bill of health.
Well, that's wonderful news.
That's what Mrs. Ventress said. She was ready to nurse me at home.
Really? But you can't wait to get back there then, Alf.
Not that much of a rush. A pint of best, please, Gina.
What I can't understand is why do you let them engrave it in the first place? I was going to expect something engraved on it, ain't she? I might as well talk to myself, mightn't I? I mean, you realise what we're going to do? Go to buy another cup now and have it engraved ourselves. Well, that's going to cost all the prize money.
Exactly, and whose fault's that?
Ah, Claude, there you are.
Mrs. Benton. Look, lovely mummy's here. We didn't really expect you back so soon.
Yes, my brother's better. Well, how did it go? Harvey, whatever's happened?
Oh, he's been enjoying himself, haven't you? But don't worry, he walked it.
Really? So he's a champion at last?
He certainly is.
Excellent. And that the trophy?
Yes, but if you'll excuse me, I've just remembered we've got a very urgent appointment. So come on, son. Come and see Mummy. There we are. David.
Can't I buy you a celebratory drink?
Oh, that's very kind of you. We'll have it another time. It really is urgent. David.
Just a minute. What's this? Best Matt! Claude! Come back here! Claude!
Another satisfied customer, eh?
Yeah, looks like it. Right, my round. Same again. Oh, thanks, Phil.
It's nice, by the way.
What is?
The aftershave.
Well, you chose it.
Though by rights, I should have bought one for Mike too.
Sorry?
Well, I take it you didn't conquer the drain single-handed after all.
Well, not exactly. I mean, it was a two-man job. I needed help.
But you'll be able to fix the upstairs loo and that light switch on your own.
Definitely, I'm sure. More or less.